hello there, this is Scorpion's Fatality, and I have my old My Little Pony plushes. Almost like this, except it's not attached to an Easter basket. They're going in the wash because they've been exposed to mold. Now, I would throw her in the wash, but I am not sure what this is underneath. Does it say on the tag? Where does it say the washing on it? It doesn't say. Okay then. We're gonna have to hand wash her. Now with this pretty gal, why can't I throw her in? She has battery pack in her. There's no batteries. Don't want to risk damaging the pack. Now, I can put these on to heavy wash, but I like being safe. You want to make sure the water is on cold, because the fibers, these are plastic. These are like this. It's just softer. But what we're going to do is we're going to wash these two out. So we're going to take them on a little trip. And I will probably do cuts. I will probably do jump cuts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our detergent. And we're going to take it upstairs, because I'm going to show you how to scrub a pony. I'm back. So I decided to grab, I believe her name is Tanya. I can't remember. She's a Barbie horse. You can see her mane is horrifying. 2005 Mattel. We got our stuff. Now what we're gonna do, I got a clear cup. I'm gonna fill it with cold water. Now, I learned this trick from Alice LPS, so I highly recommend going to support her. Now, what we're going to do is, I can't open this with one hand, but we're going to try, damn it. I'm not going to use a full cap. I'm only going to use a tiny bit, because it doesn't need a full thing. Now, because I'm lazy and I don't want to get a spoon, I'm just going to use a pair of tweezers. So it gets a little bit sudsy. There we go. So I don't forget. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take Tanya and actually it's so hard doing this with one hand. Like, it's a very hard thing to do. It's easy to do with the smaller ponies. I'm gonna just soak her hair and I'll be back once I'm done. So I need two hands. So I've decided actually to give my old solution a chance, because I did this last night. I used rubbing alcohol, it's specifically isopropyl alcohol, with water, and it's in a spray bottle, and it detangles better than that, I feel. And I have a slicker brush, which is soaking wet now. I feel like it can get in there better. But, you gotta really work fast. Another thing you could probably do is you could probably just run them under cold water. Get a nice bath. Oh, that's warm water. Didn't want that. I want cold. And then we'll take our slicker brush and we'll brush her out. So I went out of my way and I scrubbed the face on my purple one, and then I scrubbed her. Personally, I don't like, what's it called? I don't like using fabric softener and stuff. I just feel like isopropyl alcohol, like rubbing alcohol in water can do so much better. So I know with her, I can sew. I know how to sew. It's not that hard. I could see where all the places are. She was originally holding the basket, and I guess the seam popped. Because you could tell they were not. I mean, I understand that factories and stuff have to cut corners, but like, come on. You're only doing one little seam? Look at that. It's one seam. So we're going to pop these seams. I'm going to hand wash her. And we'll sew her back on later. Now, as you can see, I took my solution and I actually dumped it on her and then I scrubbed it in. It's actually better to hand wash old stuffed animals than it is to throw them in the washer. Especially if there's no tags or no instructions that says, hey, don't machine wash with hot water and all that stuff. You never want to wash stuffed animals on hot water, and you never want to put them in the dryer. Now, I know she looks fucking stupid, but she was hugging an Easter basket. Now, you can see the best way is just use your hand. Use your nails. Like, don't be afraid to go against the grain. And also, like, all the embroidery spots, make sure you get those. Just squish. And I know I use way too much on her, but, you know, I just want to get rid of it. Now, you can see there's a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to just run some cold water on her. We're going to start rinsing that out. Now, I'm going to try to do this with one hand as best as I can to get most of it. I'll probably do a jump cut again. Now, as you can see where the threads originally were. So I will have no issue sewing her back on. I might even leave her off for a while because I love the old stuffed animals. I might even run her under the bathtub tap. I'm not sure because the sink is kind of hard. You want to just squeeze all that soap out. That's a good thing about washers. They can easily squeegee the soap out, but they can't get it as thorough, I think, as hand washing. That's just me, though. I'm going to actually run her under the bathtub tap real fast. So, also, make sure you squeeze out all the water, because if you leave that water in, there's a bubble on her foot. If you leave all that water in, it takes longer to dry, because this is stuffing in here. This is just regular old stuffing, and she has no beads in her head. She has no beads anywhere, I see. Occasionally, companies will use beads, or beads, whatever you want to call them, and they basically just, if a pony character has to sit, then they'll put them in their butt, and then they're in the bottom of their leg, and so they kind of sit up by themselves. It's like bean bags, almost. Alright, I shall see you soon. Well, that was a workout. So I decided to run her under the tub. Hopefully everything's in frame. There we go. So now we have our wet pony. I want to squeegee her out. Don't be afraid to really squish. And squeeze that water out. Don't be afraid to squeeze parts. Squeeze the head. Twist it around. Hopefully everything's in frame. I don't know. Can't see right now. Now, we're not going to throw her in the dryer like most people would. That's how you damage your stuffed animals. We're going to take a pillow. Or not a pillow. What am I saying? A towel. And for right now, I'm gonna wrap her in the towel. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pat her down. The towel's gonna start getting drenched. We wanna get that excess water out. Now, if you hear bubble noises, you need to rinse them again. Don't be afraid to really scrub. If you can't put your ponies outside, you can take a hairdryer and do it on the lowest setting and the farthest away possible with the air still touching. And if you have a cold setting, that's even better. And you can actually air dry your ponies. But you also want to put them onto a window. Now, what I recommend is you get a box fan and you put them on that, and then they'll dry. I think it's still nice out outside, so we're gonna take our ponies and we're gonna go outside. Now that we're outside, we're gonna take our horses and our ponies, and we're gonna just make sure the manes aren't getting squished. You can easily put them on a line, like so. What we're gonna do is, so our stuffed animal is a bit cleaner, and this will help absorb. Move Tanya back. If I'm saying her name wrong, I don't care. You can tell me in the comments what her name actually is. Ooh, Screech. Another great thing about this, other than it keeps the dirt off her, it'll actually absorb a little bit of the water. So whatever doesn't dry from being outside and air drying, it will dry a little bit into the towel. Now, as you can see, that's from the mane actually melting into the fur, or the dye is from the mane, which is upsetting, but what can you do? So with Tanya here, I've only done her mane. It's not perfect. I might actually scooch her over onto our little raft. Yay! Now I used a dog slicker brush on her hair. I use it for fursuit making, costumes, and I feel like it goes through the fibers the best. You're not going to get these big things out after just one go. You're going to have to do multiples, and you're going to have to really take care of that frizz, but it's perfectly fine. The first few washings, you're not going to be successful, but just take your time. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I will be washing some of my older My Little Pony toys. So I already have done a video on that actually. I'm going to be washing more though, and it won't be as messy. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.